Hi guys, this is my new video, second. Hopefully this will be better than the first, or much better. I mentioned that I might do a van tour of my camper van, and so this is basically it. Hopefully give people ideas on things, on what they can do, and I can just show you what I've done really, and how I've converted a short wheelbase Renault Trafic to suit my wife and myself needs, basically. But yeah, enough of the waffling, I'll just crack on. So yeah, this is the Renault Trafic panel van conversion. Things that have been added to it externally are the windows, and they're slide windows, and on both sides, and obviously the roof rack as well. Is a few things, but yeah, it's just your looks like your bog standard sort of van really. As you get round to this side, then you'll see that we've got an awning on the top, not a Fiamma one because they're just too expensive, but an ARB touring one which is mounted to the roof rack. To be honest, it does the job. It's perfect. It's better value for money than the Faminas, and it takes exactly the same time to put back and take out. So going into the cabin area here, as you can see, both seats spin round, so they're both on swivel plates. Passenger side used to be obviously a seat and a half is what I call it, is what you'd get from a standard panel van. We swapped that out for a left-hand driver's seat, and fitted that in because it's a lot more comfortable. You can tilt it and whatnot. Then as you get round to this area here, clearly you can see this is kind of like the dining area, if you like. So yeah, we have a table here, as you can see, so we can fit out. It just clips onto the rail. Yeah. Oh. There we are. So yeah, you kind of like set up for a night evening of drinking, playing games, or even just cooking. So sat here, you can see there's the sink, just the usual Dometic sink and twin hob. Perfect for what you need, especially in a small van like this. I think this is the smallest size you can get. Yeah, so we've got a curtain rail here just to curtain off the cab in the evenings when you're sleeping. But yeah, it really works for us, and I think it'll work for quite a few people. Like I said, fit comfortably for in here dining or drinking, whatever you like doing. Oh, it's difficult doing this one-handed. Yeah, so basically that's like a pine unit that I bought and modified to fit into the van. Just thought it looked nicer and more homelier. Finished off in like a chalk paint. So this drawer here, false, because the sink's there, and then we've got a drawer here, just velvet lined. It does the job. It's just a nice drawer. Another drawer here. Take the cushion out of the way. It's just your usual storage. Just a deeper drawer because it hasn't got the gas hob underneath it. Then in this cupboard here, you've got your gas locker, which is vented, and then obviously your fresh water and grey water, which come off the sink. So if we look in here, then this just gives you a lot more storage. So you can see there's a fair amount of storage in here. These are 10-litre bottles. Yeah, so it goes back there as well. There we are. So yeah, moving back towards the bench. So the bench sort of again maximises on the space really. Lift its cushions up, and this. Oh. So yeah, this is kind of like under here. It's another storage area with the electrical fuses and the isolator. so you can get to it fairly easy, but also use it for a bit of storage as well, and that kind of goes round as an L shape. Behind this one is the luxurious porta potty. Again, we use it, well, we have used it, but we kind of use it when there's an emergency. But yeah, this locks into place, and in fact, once you pull that out, as you can see, that kind of goes right through to the back of the van, so you can get good lengths of timber through there. I'll tell you what, let me show you that. So yeah, you can see right through to the seats. So it's been handy, especially on a trip down to the to B&Q's, Wicks or whatnot. Or if you're lucky enough, stick your skis in there. Just put this back. Again, doing this all one-handed on a mobile phone is quite difficult. I might have to look at a solution for this. There we are, and that locks into place, and that's pretty steady. So drop that down, lock that into place. So yeah, that's a nice little bit of storage, and then obviously we've got our 28 litre Dometic freezer. Yeah, so it works as a freezer or a fridge. Not use it as a freezer, but certainly keeps things cold. We've gone down to about 1 degree. And it works fine, especially when you're driving around all day, and then the following day, if you're driving around some more, it's really energy efficient. And then on the side here, if it's all nice and sunny, you've got just a little table really, so you can rest your beers or your lunch or whatnot on it. Oh, 1 second. There we are, that's that. Yeah, so coming round to this side, bring these cushions back down. So yeah, this is the bed area. Yeah, it's comfortable. It's not the biggest, so I don't sleep fully straight out. I can sleep with my feet up against the wall there, my head's touching the other side. But I tend to sleep like most people, I think, is you kind of almost like a fetal position, so it ain't too bad. And my missus is the same, so that's kind of, it works all right. But yeah, it worked for us, and that's what I'm saying. This is very much bespoke to fit our needs, and the concept to this was basically we didn't want to faff around making a bed every day. It was a lot nicer just to come home, eat, cook, whatever, and then just jump in bed, or even just chill out on there with the doors open. It's a lot nicer. And then the bench with the storage works as well. It's just additional seating, so you can sit either side of each other, and it's fairly comfortable. It's almost like a chaise if you want. But yeah, the idea concept behind this was just less faff basically. So yeah, I forgot to mention, obviously, if you lift the mattress up there, you've got access to the storage area. This is sort of so you can get to it internally. This is where we keep all our like clothes and bits and pieces and nightwear and duvets or whatnot, whatever you want to put in there really. It's just, again, it's just access, so you don't have to get out the van in the rain. And then again, so this is the back area. Another other side to the leaf, so again you can access that more conveniently rather than having to sort of go low all the way in there. And then below here, this whole dimension here was basically to fit our red paddle boards in their bags, so both of those would sit side by side, and you could get a couple of camping chairs in between them or just above them. So yeah, that kind of like that whole area was basically built around the paddleboard bags, so it kind of suited our needs. Fridge, yeah, so basically there's plenty of ventilation for it. It plugs into that socket there, and you can plug another accessory in there if you wanted to. There's your battery just sitting there, with a battery monitor, which links to an app. which is a C-Tech. So yeah, you can kind of see that with a breaker on the back. And then basically we've got one of these like temporary camping things. So we're just going to put a permanent CU in there, which can be done in the future, but never got around to doing it. It worked for us because we don't use any 240-volt appliances. Literally it's just to charge the battery basically when we're at a place where we can do that. So that's kind of it. Turn that light off. So yeah, that's the van itself. Oh yeah, and this is that little there, that's a little bit of a wound from being at Cheddar Gorge, parked up, and then a rock fell from the cliff, and then put a dent in there. But as you can see, it's superficial. It's fine. That's kind of one of the great things about these vans, is because obviously they galvanise chassis and bodies, and they just don't rust. So bing them and bang them, it's no problem. That's kind of what appealed me to buying a Trafic, really. One, value for money, and two, you don't have to worry about rust, unlike some other vehicles. But yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, so sorry it's a little bit dirty, a bit grubby, it's not really seen much action obviously since we've had a hosepipe ban, but yeah, it'll be cleaned up anyway. Yeah, but there we are. That's the Renault Trafic. Not much more else to say about that, really. It's got 4 lights, it's got some curtains, it's got windows that open, a hob, it's got gas, it's got water, it's got a fridge, it's got twin swivel seats, yeah, your sat nav, air conditioning, electric windows, and it's well insulated. So that's it, really. That's our van. So that's my video of my van, of things that I've done to it, and yeah, hope you get something from it. I'm still umming and ahhing whether to sell it, actually. We've now become a 3. We've had a baby and it's 2 months old, and basically it's only got 2 seats, and we now need a 3rd. So it's kind of like, do we tear this apart, redo it to fit our needs now, or sell it? That's what I'm umming and ahhing, and I've already purchased 2 Transit custom seats as additional seating, so it was going to get torn apart and put 2 seats in there and work it more as a day van rather than a camper van. But yeah, I'm up in the air with that, really. I have got it up for sale, but yeah, if someone wants to pay the right money, then that kind of probably calls it. But if not, then I might go down the route of sort of stripping it back as it was, and then doing another project. Funnily enough, that would be then the 3rd time this van's been torn apart, because the first time I built it all in like IKEA cabinets because we just wanted to go camping, and we just basically rushed it out, and then that's how we realised the things that we wanted to do. It was almost like a dummy run, a test run. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at the moment now. So this is our van. Yeah, Renault Trafic. Personally, I like it. I love it. The only thing I will say, gearboxes can be a bit notchy, a bit chocolate boxy, if you like. They're just, yeah, they're not the most refined. But once you get over that, the rest of the van is perfect, and I really like it. But yeah, I'll definitely go for another Trafic, a slightly longer one maybe, or something similar. But yeah, I hope this video was all right, and I hope you enjoyed it. But I'm going to stop waffling, because that's what I tend to do. And hopefully the videos will get better, because I'm still recording this on my mobile phone. I'm still learning the ropes on YouTubing videos. But yeah, if you enjoyed this content, let me know. And then I've got other plans and other things to do. And then I'll probably invest a bit more into it, get a decent camera, and yeah, hopefully keep you guys entertained. But yeah, that's me, really. And I'll stop saying and whatnot, because I've been watching myself and I'm like, what am I doing? Oh, please, Gav, you're embarrassing. I've got to be honest, every time I watch my videos, I cringe so much. So yeah, kind of I have to, because I then got to edit the video. So but yeah, hopefully I'll get over that. If you guys can recommend anything or have any you know, things you can help me with making my videos, then please leave a comment and let me know. But there we are. Right, that's me. I'm going to sign out. See you later, peeps.